Welcome. This is the review of Cardiac from Marvel Legends. This is specifically supposed to be from Spider-Man, the animated series. Um, it can be used, obviously, as the comic counterpart because they're close enough. There might be little tiny minor details between the comic book and the animated series that were different. He's apparently kind of a mercenary type character, so he's kind of friend or foe. Both introductions on the cartoon and the comic book, they both meet in a chemical factory fighting the Rhino. He, to me, kind of hinders Spider-Man getting his job done, and I always remember being really annoyed with this character. I honestly had forgotten about him, but when I started reading, I'm like, oh yeah, I remember him. He was that obnoxious guy that prevented Spider-Man from doing his job, pretty much. I know that I saw reactions online that there was a lot of people that had been waiting for this figure. They were a fan of Cardiac. Cardiac's been around since 1991 from The Amazing Spider-Man, so the character has a little bit of age on him now, but he's a newer character. So if you're not as familiar with him, if you stopped reading Spider-Man after the 90s, you may not know who this character is. Uh, he has a artificial beta wave heart or something, and he has like super strength, agility, regeneration, and apparently he has like vibranium or something in his suit, which I thought was interesting. He comes with a fist hand and an opened hand already on the figure itself. He actually has like a really creepy face, more than I remember him having. Apparently, he was like a surgeon and everything else, and that's kind of where the name Cardiac comes from, and the fact that he gets the source of his power from his mechanical heart. So it's a cool name, I guess. As far as the figure itself, he is pinless. He has no waist swivel. He does swivel kind of at the chest, so there is no ab crunch. So that is something to be aware of. So it may posability. The shoulder pads are actually attached to the arms, so there are no issues with like articulation or anything like that. They'll spin around with the arm, so you don't have to worry about the shoulder pads. Because I know sometimes the shoulder pads are attached to the chest piece or something, limiting the ability of the arms, but there's nothing there, nothing hindering his head movement. All the other movements are fine. I saw he's obviously a bigger figure on this body type, so. But as articulation goes, he's fine. He's just missing that ab crunch, so he can't really do like maybe a crunched kind of look with the him like using his staff, which is one of his accessories that shoots these like bolts of energy out, which they provided for you to put on the end of the staff. It's in two pieces, and you can just wrap it around the top of one of these pieces here. Pretty cool looking thing. I like how it's kind of semi-translucent. Very neat. They included that. He also includes two holding hands for the staff. So those are all the accessories that he comes with. So they've done pretty well with this wave of figures, including accessories with them, I have to say. This is the last figure in the wave. It came out shortly before 2026. I got these figures like a couple days before Christmas, so I'm just now getting around to reviewing the rest of them here in 2026. So really, if you want to consider this like the first wave of 2026, you can, even though technically it came out right before Christmas. I got the Spider Venom character was first, and then I got all the other five later on, right before Christmas. But he's more of an obscure character for me because I honestly had forgotten about him, mostly because I think I was annoyed with him as a kid because it's like stop getting in Spider-Man's way kind of thing. But let me know in the comments, did he annoy you? Do you like this figure? Is this a passable figure? I think if you're a Spider-Man completionist, you're going to want to get this figure because he is a part of Spider-Man lore. He's been in the comic book since 1990, right before he became Cardiac in 91. So let me know in the comments what you think of this character, if it's a pass or, if it's a definite buy, let me know. Remember to like, share, subscribe if you haven't already. Every subscription helps the channel grow, and I want to continue to make good videos here on YouTube. Hit that bell notification for when the next video drops. And as always, thank you for watching.